We are Legion.
What is up, and welcome to the Legion of Comics. I'm Mark, and I'm joined by Nuexguy Ryan, as always. Hello again, Ryan.
Hello again.
Yeah, no need to do all that. I just tried this one time, and I forgot to hit the live button, so I'm not going to go through all that again. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Creeping up on 700 subscribers pretty quick. All right, blew right past all
It's
that.
impressive.
All right, yeah, there we go. Now they know. So it is Tuesday, which means for a lot of people out there, including myself, it is partial New Comic Book Day, DC Books release, and it's also my off day, so I'm able to get out and about and run some errands and hit some shops and pick up some books and stuff. So we are here to talk about some of these such said books and just shoot the breeze in general. You picked up, or have you
What's up,
picked up,
Tapia?
but have you read anything today yet?
I've read the first two, like 2.5 stories in Urban Legends.
Oh, nice. Real quick, what's going on? Jason from Southern Comic Geek, Jason from Slotted Up 503. We got Alex Tapia up in the chat. What's up, brother? Comic Vatos Locos forever. Also, we have Jonathan Michael. How's it going? So yeah, I did get a stack of some giveaway stuff, and I'm thinking I'm just going to use this stuff for the 700 subscriber giveaway, as well as some other stuff that I have. But I like stuff to kind of have some sort of a theme to it, you know. It just helps when I'm trying to think of ideas. And I think this one's going to be heavily Batman themed.
What are the odds?
What are the odds? Well, Tynan's making it really, really easy. Like to get some like potential really good stuff at a good cost, you know, if you catch it on the shelf, you know. I like how I did
Batman Detective.
Yeah, I did. I went there. It wasn't on my pool list, but my LCS owner made sure to throw it in my box just in case I wanted it. He did that with some book last week. I'm glad he did because I read it and enjoyed it. But I was on the fence with Batman Detective, and I flipped through it, and I even told him, you know, I don't think I'm going to pick this up, because when I flipped through it, what I had noticed about it was an ad for an upcoming 7-issue Justice League event, not like a major summer event, you know what I mean, but just a 7-issue Justice League thing. And I'm like, well, I'm definitely going to be getting that, so I don't necessarily need this 6-issue Batman.
Only Mark would flip through a comic and remember the ad. Like, you know what I remember about this comic book? The ad.
Yeah, that's honestly all I can remember about it.
What does that say for the rest of it? Is it not interesting enough to be better than the one ad?
In my defense, and in the defense of the comic, I wasn't trying to spoil it in case I wanted it. I was just kind of checking out the art, and it's Tom Taylor, so I'm kind of assuming that I would definitely be on board with the story.
That's kind of what I thought would have sold you on him more than anything, because of how you reacted to 7 Secrets. I was like, well, if he wasn't already planning on grabbing that book, I think after the way you reacted to 7 Secrets, I was like, he's going to get it.
Well, needless to say, I'm like, I think I'm going to pass on this one from now. I might wait and just go back and grab it, because I don't feel like it's going to be hard to reacquire. You know what I mean? And it's just its own standalone story. It's not really any context, anything. But he had that 1-in-25 ratio variant, which is just a gorgeous cover of the new character from inside of the book. So I'm like, I'll just get that one, and I'm going to use it as my reader copy, you know. So either way, I won't regret it at this point now. Like, I'm going to read it if I like it. It's just going to stay on my pool list. If I don't like it, I'll take it off my pool list. But as of now, I'm getting Batman the Detective.
I think it's kind of interesting because, like, you were on the fence about a Batman book, and then I watched Chaos in Comics, his review of that book, and he mentioned, like, he feels like, or at least he came off as if he's kind of feeling the oversaturation of Batman as well, you know, a little Batman fatigue. And so I think this is interesting. It kind of feels like we're at that tipping point.
Yeah, because you know me, I'm going to read stuff regardless, but I'm honestly getting to the point where I'm like I don't want to read another Batman book right now. Like when I see him show up in other titles, my shoulders drop. Like, come on, man. There it is.
Every time.
What's going on, Bart? How are you? Oh, yeah. Just barely at this point. It's morphin time. Been a busy day.
Nightwing comes out next week, though. Are you going to jump on that yet?
No, I missed that first one. I was thinking about it. Everyone talked really highly of it. It was like John's Comics with Kids pick of the week when it came out, and for some reason, I'm okay with just letting it be.
That's going to be my OnlyFans channel.
I get to see you like rubbing different beds, talking about the type of wood it is.
Right.
Rich mahogany. As a Batman fanboy, I'm getting a bit overrun myself with Batman books. Yeah, Slot, are you picking up all Bat titles, like not necessarily like Nightwing and stuff, but all Bat titles even? Because at this point, I think I am, and I don't want to be.
Yeah, and I mean, like, he didn't feel that out of place in Suicide Squad. Like, he gave urgency to the actual story and like really pushed the plot forward. You know.
Yeah, no, it's treading over
like
an
directly
existing story too.
Yeah,
just that overlap
but like the
effect.
Swamp Thing cameo, that was just really, I don't know, very gratuitous in a way, you know.
Unnecessary.
Yeah.
Unless it becomes necessary later, like they bring him into the story, and at that point, it's even more unnecessary.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I really liked Nightwing. I thought, 78 was the first Taylor one. Nightwing 78 was really cool. I'm excited to see what he does with this one. Because the only thing about 78 was there was a lot of setup, you know, because he's kind of resetting things. So, like, kind of the new stuff that we got, like, whenever he's young, that was really cool. I'm really excited to see what he does to develop Nightwing's character through those flashbacks, I guess. But, like, the current storyline part of the story, that was all just, like, set up for where it can go from there. So I'm excited to see that like, B plot kind of start progressing, you know?
Yeah. Building, creating new characters. I'm a Batman fan, but yes, they're saturating versus building, creating new characters. Marvel did this with Deadpool and Wolverine. They did. And Tynan's creating new characters left and right, but only inside of Batman books. You're not getting like new characters outside of Bat titles right now. I mean, I guess in a way, like they might be exploring it, you know, because we're seeing at the end of Suicide Squad #2, we see that Flash character who's new from Future State being brought back up. Red X is being kind of hashed out, but all this Bat stuff is really
to
totally
contradict everything we just said, though. I will say the Red Hood story in Urban Legends 2, Batman shows up in there, and it is so cool. Like, it's a different kind of Batman than we usually see. Like, he shows up, he almost feels like the Kingpin or something. Like, it's crazy, dude. It's so cool the way they hash it out. Yeah.
Yeah, so in that last issue, it ended with Jason just gunning down this little kid's father. He went to go get to help the little kid. He's like, yeah, kid, I can help you. Fast forward, let me kill your father.
Yeah.
When you really sum it up, it sounds crazy.
Mm-hmm. And the second part picks up right there. The style changes a little bit, but like you get a lot of great inner dialogue with Jason Todd, you know, and then Batman shows up, and it's a different Batman. It's really cool.
You know if Zdarsky came back is it still his story? They're not changing writers every chapter of the story, are they? I know there's multiple writers and artists. Okay. I noticed that
I think Zdarsky's,
Red Hood,
I think that team's doing like a whole six issues of it, I think.
I noticed that there's no Harley Quinn in this one, and they have Oracle in this one.
Mm-hmm.
But everyone else.
That story, I'm kind of mixed on again. It's cool though. There's some really cool stuff that happens in it.
What is up, Pocan Joe? Just to get completely away from the Batman oversaturation, I also picked up Joker #2. So much Batman,
I know.
Batman
He's
or
everywhere,
Detective
man.
Comics came out. We did not get Batman or Detective Comics this week, and I'm holding 3 Bat titles. And not that you could get Super Sons with Damian in it. Also came out this week. That would be 4 titles. Which is, did Man Bat come out this week as well?
Actually,
I'm not
maybe.
sure.
Was it last
Might
week or
have.
this week?
I don't know. It must be nice to do live streams in the middle of the day. What's up, guys? Yeah, it is nice. It's very nice. Tuesdays are my typical off days. It's my first off day in 14 straight. But Tuesdays and Fridays are typically my off days. So I try to hop on live when I am off from work because it's fun.
I think it was last week. Yeah.
Steve, you could hop on live. Just make it part of your teaching class. Like, this is all technology. Y'all
Just
have
mute
to
us
learn.
when you're talking to them and mute them when you're talking to us.
Yeah, just put a little ear pod in, AirPod.
Yeah.
What do you Apple users call them? I think it was last week. What is up, Chip Getler? Dude, how subtle and awesome was that video he put out today? Did you see that video? It was from today or yesterday where it's a camera pointing at his setup while he's watching the Comic Vets channel.
Oh,
And
yeah,
you
I think
just
it was
see his
yesterday.
whole dude, that dude's got like video quality down pat.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure the video was just titled The Comic Vet is Awesome or something like that.
That's
He's a great guy.
Legit title. I'm on it, Steve. Let's see. Another one I picked up. Superman 30.
Yeah, I'm excited to check that one out.
And I got Action Comics 1029. This was a replacement issue that DC sent out because apparently there were errors in the last one. And my LCS owner, Paul, he had to go back and check because he couldn't find one and he had to look it up. But like on the very last page, that is just like ad stuff, there were small, like super duper, like itty bitty tiny, you have to squint your eyes kind of tears on it, which I didn't notice with mine. But so there's a replacement issue.
So they
for
replaced
that.
them all?
I guess so. There it is.
Wow.
I wonder if they just replace it for like your whole order or percentage of your order or what.
Yeah, that's weird. Oh, that was yesterday. Thanks.
Yeah. I get notifications. I don't know if it's because I subscribe to so many people, but I get notifications for stuff late all the time, like a day or two late. Another one I'm really excited for. Rorschach, and that's a cool cover.
Yeah, that is.
All right, here comes. We have a special guest. He goes by the name Midday Streamer. There he is.
What up?
What is happening?
What up?
I am on my lunch break.
Dude, I love the Venom poster in school.
Oh yeah, and then there's my bachelor's degrees up there too. But yeah, I get the Venom.
No, that's not impressive. The Venom poster though.
Royals, world champs.
It looks like a prison.
It does.
What's
So
up?
much concrete blocks.
I mean, I feel like it's a prison right now.
I want to show y'all some more of these books that I grabbed to have for giveaway fuel. Grabbed another Batman 100 because especially after Batman 107, everyone's going nuts for Ghostmaker, pun intended. But
Oh my gosh!
so there's his first cameo.
Oh my god!
Steve's like, I'm in a school. I can't do this.
Oh my gosh!
And then there's his first appearance.
Is that K-State?
Yeah, that is up there. But that's it. That's only K-State thing.
So yeah, I got that Ghostmaker appearance set. Steve's like, someone said K-State, I'm on it.
Right.
And then the next Batman issue is going to be the first appearance. Let's see it, Steve. Hold on.
Ooh. Make it all small.
I need to get my masters up here somewhere.
You need more wall.
Yeah.
Right.
If that's the Bachelor, how big is the frame for the Masters?
Next step is to get like a Venom mural painted
Well,
on.
my mom paid for that one, so
Probably dip back that well get her to get another one.
Yeah.
But then I picked up some more Batman 106s because these are the first cameo of Miracle Molly. So maybe, depending on timing, I'll have a couple of 108s, which will be her first full appearance, to go with these for the giveaway. So could have some Batman spec books to throw in there. Chip Getler said flex. Hey, what are you picking up this week, Steve?
I have my list right here. I'm grabbing Thor 14, Batman the Detective #1, Super Sons The Challenge #1.
Nice.
Did that actually come out? Because I didn't see it on the list.
It did. It was at my LCS. I did get the Batman the Detective.
And then Mighty Morphin #6. Love it.
I don't have a clue who this is.
No idea.
No idea. She's in the book. Saw her when I flipped through it. But these covers, these sketch covers are insane. There's the punchline was there on the shelf too, but I had to pass. That's too much. So I spent a little bit on something else that I ordered that I'm gonna attempt to do a video on tonight. I'm gonna have to try to change up the way I do it. I don't want to have to edit anything. I hate editing so bad. At the moment.
Sweet Pac-Man shirt, bro.
Little girl's baby doll was out of reach.
My wife like picks out all my shirts, and then she gets mad because like when we go places, everybody's always complimenting my shirts. I'm just like, thank you. Then she's like, see, everybody wants to talk about your shirt because I picked it out. So
it's lunch break. It's lunch. I can only be on for like 5 more minutes. So very short break.
that's awesome and creepy at the same time.
Brian, what is on your hit list for this week? We know you read Urban Legend.
Yeah, Urban Legends, Joker, and Superman, all from DC. So kind of a big part of my list these days.
What about My Little Pony Friendship is Magic #96?
Who puts that
It is
one
not
out?
on my list.
Is that IDW?
Uh,
Me and my wife saw a My Little Pony Optimus Prime toy the other day.
Apparently, that was a very successful crossover for them.
You're not getting the Scumbag #7 or Homesick Pilots #5?
Yeah, I'm gonna get Homesick Pilots. I haven't been reading Scumbag though. Hear really good things about it. I'm excited about Home from Image Comics. Scalp's Honor. That series has been phenomenal.
Got another poster around here somewhere.
Mighty Morphin, of course, and Thor, and Undone by Blood. Man, that
Keeps
series
falling
has
off
been
the
great.
wall. Freddie E. Williams' goodness keeps falling off the wall. To Steve. But I can't find a place to put it because it keeps falling off.
Are you in your classroom, like just the corner of your classroom right now?
Yeah. You want to see it?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what it looks like.
A big classroom.
It is.
Oh, I seen that. I was about to take advantage of it. I'm like, I see a student.
Right?
Pounce.
Hey, Berg Nasty.
We got TM Nerdy in the chat. What is going on, brother? PJ King has showed up. Warlord
Sorry.
is here. How's everyone doing?
I had a coworker come in, ask me a question.
Are you the youngest staff member at your school?
I'm not young, so no.
I didn't say are you young. I said are you the youngest staff member? You got to be on
in
the
the
bottom
lower
half for sure.
I'm definitely in the bottom third, probably. But this is my 5th year here. So
Oh wow.
Nice.
Nice.
I think I've told you before. My mom was a teacher for my whole life.
So I turned off the sound when the person came in. Did you guys say anything about how awesome my room is?
We started calling you Burt Nasty immediately.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, figured so. Should have known.
Yeah. But yeah, the room is large.
It is big. It is very big. Did you see my Power Rangers poster? And my AF-15 poster?
What grade do you teach?
High school. You see that over there?
Oh, on the far side of the wall?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. They let you just kind of decorate it as you see fit.
It is cool. Oh, Ric Flair over there.
Nice. Most classrooms have like school related on the walls.
Dude,
I like your room a lot better.
You should see Mike V's room. It's insane. It's just Batman stuff everywhere.
That's awesome. Do your homework or else.
Looks like the shelves of your LCS.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. He's shown me before.
Speaking of Batman stuff, Ryan just recently rewatched Batman Mask of the Phantasm after a while.
I've never seen it. I've watched like
What?
half of it.
So
it's like super easy to figure out what happens. It's that girl,
Mm-hmm.
that girl that he's, hanging out
Andrea.
with, becomes Phantasm and all that.
But the why is very, very key to the story.
I don't know. Never seen it.
Well, Ryan's about to explain it.
What?
Ryan, how
explain it.
How long has it been since you've seen it before you just rewatched it?
Oh man, it's been forever. I watched it whenever it first came out, and then I had it on tape.
Yeah.
And so I probably watched it maybe like, I don't know, pretty regularly for a while. Probably like a year of my life, and then I don't think I've watched it really since. So
It still
it's
holds
probably
up,
been like
doesn't it?
20 years. Oh yeah, it's solid, man. Like I love the way that it comes in with the like cinematic title screen and the music.
Hey, Finn, you got to share.
Wow.
I like the way that I don't know, the way that they set everything up with Batman being like a bad guy, like it happens quick. I mean, we see Batman do something awful like pretty early on, and I mean that was like what 10 minutes into the movie, so you've already got like your whole setup there, and then the villain shows up right after that,
and it's a
so,
solid
like,
Joker story too. You get a lot on the Joker in it.
Yeah. And then I like the way it kind of like weaves back and forth. I don't know. I mean, it's not like because isn't it kind of the same as the Huntress's backstory for Andrea?
It's like crime family stuff, revenge.
Yeah, because like her dad, like he gets in with the mob and all of that stuff, and that's why she's after the mobsters. So that's kind of, at least in the Huntress on Arrow, isn't that her backstory on Arrow? I don't know if they took it from there or what, but yeah, that was the one thing I was like, yeah, isn't this kind of the same backstory? Because like her dad gets in with the mob and then they end up killing each other, and then she goes after the mobsters because the mob like kills her dad because all that, But it's really cool, it creates a cool villain out of her, and I like the way they tie it into Bruce Wayne's like history and backstory and becoming Batman.
Now,
It's
did you
cool
ever
whenever
watch
he's, like, talking to her and then all the bats? Like, oh yeah, that's going to be a thing now.
After the success of that, and around the time, I think it was a little bit before Batman and Robin came out, probably undisputably the best Batman movie ever made with Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze.
Yes.
Best Batman movie
100%.
But a little bit before that came out, they did the animated movie called Batman Sub-Zero, where Mr. Freeze was the big bad guy in it. It had Robin in it and everything. It was really good as well. Have you seen that one?
Which one was it?
Batman Sub-Zero. It was another feature film they did from the animated
that Ninja
series.
Batman movie. What's the name of it?
Is it recent?
Yeah,
it's literally called Batman Ninja, and it's done in like in an anime style, and everyone's like redone like samurais.
It's good. That was good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is this for the dance game?
It went a little bit full tilt boogie when Joker just like had a big mechanical building that just kind of
It
came
was
up. And,
it was like a Megazord. Hey, I do have to go, guys, though. So I'll see you guys later.
All right, Steve. Appreciate you hopping on, man.
Absolutely. You guys have a good day.
Save the youth.
Always a blast.
It's on you.
Bye.
Man, my kids, they have watched all the Godzilla stuff like every day. That's all they watch anymore. They went back and watched 2014 Godzilla. They went back and watched King of the Monsters.
Are you going to take them through the older stuff?
I don't know. It doesn't interest me, so.
You missed
But they
the start
pulled
of
it
their
up
show.
the other
I'm
day because
assuming that
apparently they have the first Godzilla on there, so they know it's there.
this must be Nick because he said the word silly. I don't know if Dustin uses the word silly. It's always
I
fun
know,
to
right?
see which one it is by the context of their statement. But yeah, I'm off on Tuesdays. I'm off finally. And new comic book day starts on Tuesday and ends on Wednesday. So this is for the people that are able to get some books today. Yeah, good call there, Comicade. Zilla. What year did they do that one? The American Godzilla movie with Matthew Broderick.
1999.
And that was Roland Emmerich
2000?
made that movie. I enjoyed it. I was young enough when it came out to enjoy it. I didn't. I don't know why my mind just didn't place it as like a regular Godzilla movie. You know, it was completely separate in my head, even as a little kid. But it was definitely fun being the age I was when it came out. And then I liked
Man, I
when
tell you, like watching the 2014 Godzilla again, like, man, he was massive. What the heck? He was like huge. I mean, the skyscrapers at the top floors were only up to like his knees, you know, like he was.
now
There was
that's
some
one
cool
thing I was
shots in
thinking
it though.
about. There were some beautiful shots in it. The same guy who made Rogue One made the 2014 Godzilla movie. The first time you see him, and your vantage point is you're inside the airport terminal or the train station terminal, and his foot just comes down. It's just an all glass building. You see his foot slam on the ground. It was some entrance he made.
Yeah.
But it was some good stuff. That guy is another person who just knows how to make a beautiful film. Let's see what PJ King said. The Gotham Police PD always distrusted and hated Batman, so I thought it made sense they turned on Batman quickly. The Gotham PD rank and file never liked Batman. They want to believe he killed. Well, you kind of see them kind of turning against. Well, not kind of. He's definitely turned against him now. And even Jim Gordon, who is an avid supporter, his name's already getting drugged through the mud. And whatever his co-workers and stuff.
Was he talking about Mask of the Phantasm?
I think he's
Those
talking
cops turn
about
quick.
Yeah, he's talking about how they turned on him.
Not even so, but yeah, like wherever the car jumps across, whoosh, and then they look over and they're like, "Look, it's Batman! Get him!" But like, they pulled out the pitchforks.
It did have them on there. It was an awesome soundtrack. Here you go, Cade. I've noticed they've been having to explain that a lot lately. They're right behind it. Station. Yeah, it's a pretty straightforward week this week. There's a lot of good stuff coming out, but nothing major happening. Just all good monthly books. I mean, I guess the only real new book starting is the Super Sons book is coming back, and it's Batman Detective 1. Oh, last night I finally was able to cut open that Green Lantern season 2, and wicked. It starts off absolutely wicked. There's like some Lovecraftian horror going on in that first issue. Ultra violent. It starts out with Hal's one of the Black Stars, and it's just it was insane. It starts out with them like dominating all these other villainous races, including taking over Warworld and having Mongol bowing to them and stuff. It was nuts. Well, happy birthday, Nick.
Yeah, happy
This is his
birthday.
birthday. But yeah, I'm excited to get more into that Green Lantern book. It's 3 issues. It's a 3-issue Black Star thing before it gets started up as the Green Lantern season 2 stuff. But I'm wondering if it's going to be tied in
That's
at
what's
all
up.
to the regular continuity of stuff going on, because it kind of ended after the Infinite Frontier stuff started. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Nothing new with you?
No. Just yeah, nothing really.
Kind of not much to it today.
Yeah.
I'm fishing for something to
I'm
think about.
yeah. I'm giving away free comics, so go check out my channel and comment on that video and watch it.
Was it the update video that you did it on?
Yeah, the channel update.
Dude, you have so many videos. So many
No more
videos.
than anybody else.
Yeah. I think what it does is you have that awesome cosmic thumbnail looking thing.
Oh yeah.
You want to open it? I saw a lot of those. Copy, paste. There's the video. I just dropped the link in the chat. That's the actual video that he has up. It's a channel update 1.5. All right, that was the right one.
Yeah.
Where he goes through some awesome giveaway stuff and what he's got going on the channel up until that point. Those channel updates are pretty cool. And yeah, he's got some cool stuff he's giving away too. And how to enter and to do to win is all included in there.
I'm up to 175,
Nice.
173. So I'm getting close to that 180, and I have 10 other books to reveal. So there's going to be 2 winners.
I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to try to be doing this.
174.
We try to do the a grow together video to have out this week. I was hoping to have out this week. I don't really feel like there's any kind of real time restraint on doing one of those, because everyone kind of jumped on the ball and did them all at the same time.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with having mine a little spaced out, but definitely intend to have your channel as well as Comic Nuts channel included on that.
Yeah, I want to put together one of those as well. So
Gary B really didn't know what he was starting when he did that, or he did know what he was starting, but it definitely worked.
yeah, I've watched all of Falcon and Winter Soldier so far. I'll enter it, I guess.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, that newest episode of Falcon Winter Soldier was amazing. Was absolutely amazing.
Yeah, just like the symbolism and the iconography of that episode was just like so spot on. Like it perfectly delivered that message. The message it was trying to send in that episode came loud and clear, and it had a lot to do with how perfectly it was represented visually.
What?
Like, I don't remember where I talked about it, but yeah, I mean, like, whenever Lamar hits that wall, like, everybody knows what happened. Like, there's no doubt in your mind what just happened. They telegraph it so perfectly. And then I love Carly Morgenthal's reaction shot in that scene. Holy crap! Like, you just see her realize the gravity of the situation. That one, she just killed like a military officer, and she's about to be in trouble. And 2, like that this is a human, and she has some sense of responsibility about her powers.
Well, I think I think she was just instantly fearful for her own life and her own mission, because an episode prior to that, she blew up an entire building of people. Or maybe she
but
was
we
a little
also
bit more
saw a lot of
sympathetic to them just because they weren't her target. She's trying to get away from them more than target them.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like she had a lot of character development in there that kind of shows like when she sees the numbers, that doesn't bother her. And that's why she kind of operates on that scale of kind of terrorism, you know? Whenever you blow up a building of like 20
terrorism.
people, it's just 20 people, you know? But I think it got real close and personal with Lamar. And the way she reacted, I don't know. That's just how I took it, is like she was kind of realizing in that moment, like what it really means to take a life.
Yeah, and that conversation that she was having with Sam beforehand too, you know, that was probably so ringing through her head in that moment as well. Because how he straight up told her, like, I can completely get on board with what you're saying in your cause, but I cannot get on board with your methods.
Yeah.
You know, and having that conversation to get interrupted, all to like just lead right into her method shining through and why you can't get on board with it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I mean,
It's like
I
she
think
hit
we
a
saw
point of
her
no
kind of
return
becoming
despite what
human
she
again,
wanted.
you know?
Yeah. It's like when she hit him, she knew that was a point of no return. Like now
Yeah.
she accidentally just took her own choice away from herself.
Yeah.
She's gonna have to see this thing through.
Yeah. It's a really cool show. I feel like this episode really just like cemented what it was, you know? Up until this point, I was like, this is really cool. But if I never saw another episode, I wouldn't feel like I really lost anything, you know? But this episode really makes me want to see all the way through to the end for sure.
Nice. Do you think that Sharon is the power broker? Do you think they're going to twist that in there?
I really don't know. Probably.
I think they might try to do that just to kind of add something, you know, to have something surprising in the series.
Yeah, but I
I
mean,
don't think it
one
would hurt
thing I will
anything.
say, yeah, like I don't know, it'll be interesting. They have so many options with that. To me, what was really cool in this show is how they took, like Carly Morgenthal's character, where they could have just scapegoated her as like somebody that's working for somebody, right? She works for the power broker. She's not really a bad person. She's just middle management, you know? But
Yeah.
instead, they actually gave her like her own motivations, and they turned her into more of a character and gave her a lot of depth and a lot of empathy, you know? And she's a very like empathetic character for it, and it makes her like a good antagonist for the show. And so I don't know. I could definitely see them developing every character a lot more like that. So there's no reason that Carter isn't. It isn't possible she could be the power broker.
Yeah.
It seems like what they're trying to do with this show.
I'm in the U.S. Ryan's in a whole separate country called Texas.
Glad they're giving Sharon Carter more to do.
Yeah. Sharon Carter are doing the show because they hardly gave her anything to do in the movie. Sharon Carter's a great character in the comics. Dude, they really gave her a lot to do in the previous episode when she was killing everyone and then shooting them in the face. That was awesome. She is
I was listening to Stuff You Should Know this morning. They did a episode about how power grids work. And like it's so surreal because half of the episode was about the US power grid system and half of the episode was about Texas's power grid system. And like so surreal, it's like, oh yeah, we're kind of like a different kind of country. It makes no sense.
What did he say? Awesome. Yeah. Tell him I said thank you. Texas. Hashtag Ragnarok. You plan on going back and reading Seven Secrets, Ryan? I know you have. I know you're busy. I know you got a lot going on. But there's literally nobody I enjoy talking books with more than you, and this is one that it hurts me to know that you're not reading it, because I don't know anybody directly like that's reading it really, you know.
Yeah, I mean everybody that was reading it was a big deal when the first one came out, and then from there it kind of whittled down till like issue 6 or 5 or whatever. It feels like everybody jumped off at the same time.
It's different all over the place, and yeah, depending on where you're at, depends on how bad things are and what the restrictions and conditions are. Everything's kind of done by a state by state level right now, because where I live in the South, where everything's very spread out. Like you couldn't even compare how things are here, how daily lives go, how businesses are ran or set up here, to how you would in a place like New York, where there's literally tall buildings with multiple businesses stacked on each other. So where I'm at, it's not crazy at all whatsoever. We literally just had a world-renowned golf tournament this past week. Like it's just pretty much business as usual everywhere you go. People do wear masks in most places. They don't force you to. They have signs that say it's required, but then they don't put their foot down about it. You know, there are sanitation stations inside of every building you go to. The kennel I run, we don't let anybody inside because I deal with animals, so it's more just a one-on-one thing. So we have it set up for distancing, where the only interaction we have is getting a leash from somebody.
Yeah, it's pretty wild out here, but I will say like Houston and I don't know, Texas in general they've been wild, man. They run headfirst into it, but they also have done a pretty good job with the rollout of vaccines and stuff. Like I don't hardly know anybody that hasn't been vaccinated at this point. Maybe like 2 of my friends and me, and then like everybody else I know has like gotten at least their first shot so far, so they're doing a pretty good job on the rollout, at least here in Houston. But it seems like Texas in general has done okay on that.
Here, the rollout hasn't been impressive at all. Like we were sitting on like millions of vaccines we couldn't get in arms for the longest time, because the demographic of people they're wanting to vaccinate first are not getting out, and they're not actively reaching out to elderly people and showing up to their houses or finding a phone book to look their numbers up in. So,
well, they got people that go around the neighborhoods and come like kind of like voter registration and stuff. You know, like they come by and they'll knock on doors and try to get people to sign up, and they'll sign them up to get vaccinated and send out vans and buses and stuff. So they've done pretty decent here.
I don't know what that question is. How are you, both of you?
I'm both pretty good.
Yeah, I'm doing good. Just got done with a 14-day run at work. I'm doing really good. I'm not at work today. What is up, E-Man from the C-List Villains podcast? How are you?
Been vaccinated, see, in Cali.
Yeah, my mom's here. She's been vaccinated, and not just that. Today, because we have a lot of medical colleges here in Georgia, and the medical college reached out to her today and asked if she would be willing to be a participant in the long-term study of it, you know, where they just once a month send you the exact same questionnaire for you to fill out so they can gauge how it's all working out. So she just called them back shortly before I got on to participate in that. They're number 1 done, getting number 2 in a couple of weeks. Awesome. How are you guys? Oh, I'm great, man. How are you? I'm doing
my
really
wife
good.
got her second shot on Saturday, so she's done.
Freddie E. Williams does some awesome work. I've seen this book of his. This book is nice. My little girl's just looking at me playing with the baby gate. Hey! She's impressed that it's not locked. She closes it and then dances like she locked herself out and just pushes it open like she's strong. She's funny.
Man, the next Flash book's already out next week. Oh no, on the 21st. So that makes more sense. Oh yeah, that is next week. Did you ever read Ultra Mega?
What?
Did you ever read Ultra Mega?
I still haven't, man. And my buddy Brent, every time I talk to him, keeps asking me if I have. It's an oversized book, so it's kind of just kind of gotten pushed into the oversized book section I have, where stuff that I'll get to. I don't want to fall behind on like my monthlies, and I know it's going to be coming out again, but
dude, this
I don't
book is
know.
cool. It's like the kaiju version of Invincible. Like, it is so cool.
Thought we did. Yeah, we did just go over this. I don't know if you missed it when you mentioned it earlier, but yeah, we did just go over that.
Yeah, it exists pretty strongly here.
Yeah, pretty
Both
much.
in Texas and the United States, both of those countries.
Country's done good about making sure we keep it around. Flash equals the goat. Yeah, that
We
first.
need to read Ultra Mega. It's cool.
Yeah, I've heard nothing but good stuff from it. Oh, tell everybody about Mega. My tax man is calling me. I need to answer this.
Tax man. Yeah. So Ultra Mega number 2 will be out next week. It was awesome. It's like kaiju superheroes, but yeah. Let's see. Yeah, that was the thing. Like, it's an oversized book, but it reads really well. It's well paced. It moves quickly. Yeah, nothing to do with Ultraman. It's totally about Ultra Mega. It's well paced. It's cool. It's like a kaiju superhero kind of thing, but like very dark and gritty.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that's not a lie.
No, it's
Those are
not.
definitely facts.
Yeah, you should not smoke. I don't want a vaccine for now. I just stay low for now and hope it goes away in time. Crappy virus. Yeah, Ultra Megacade. It's a new series from Image Comics, isn't it? The Skybound book. Was it a Skybound book?
It's definitely Image. I don't know if it was. I think it might have been Skybound. I'll probably just look over here on the other side of my screen. Yeah, it is a Skybound.
Ben, don't pull on him, please.
How good was Invincible this week?
Dude, Invincible was nuts. Absolutely nuts. It didn't let up either. That final fight toward the end, like it just kept on going.
It was so relentless. Oh my god. And Homeboy just and I bought it for a moment.
What was his name? Battle Beast? It was, I don't know what he was, like who he could have been loosely based on or anything, but I did catch a little vibe of like apocalypse style stuff, like with his suit design and his weapon, and then kind of how he steps away through a boom tube at the end and everything. But he was very tough. Like like we talked about, that rallying, the whole like rally to the cause and come in with all your fighting spirit just for nothing was amazing. Invincible had his little moment where he got tough for a second. It just didn't work out, and I forget who that guy's name is in the Lex Luthor suit.
Yeah, I don't know what his name was, but he takes off the suit. He got rid of his powers and then went after him. And I'm like, oh yeah, he's like, Invincible! Like, yeah, he's got him. He's gonna save our boy. And then it was just like, oh yeah, that's right. No. He has no powers. What the heck?
None.
He just like grabs his arm and just folds it over, and then slams him up against the wall. Like, oh.
But I got to give the team credit. You could see where they were actually working together a lot better. It just was unfortunate that it was in the situation that they found themselves in, because they were like calling shots, and calling plays and actually covering some ground. It was just an unwinnable scenario for them.
Yeah.
Hey, mama.
An Omni-Man.
Look at her. Dude, him just watching, that was the best part.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder, like, how powerful is Mark for him to not really worry enough to have to intervene?
I mean, they show us at the end.
What happened at the end?
Whenever they show the blood sample, and they're like,
Oh,
it's
when they were trying to test it.
yeah, they're testing like Mark's blood sample, and they're like, they find that it won't die.
Yeah.
Like it's unkillable, it's invincible. But I wonder if it's like like the whole thing with Dragon Ball Z with Goku and the Saiyans, like their kids, like the half bloods are actually stronger. Like the more you divide the blood, the stronger they get, apparently. So I wonder if they're kind of playing into that, where like he's actually stronger than Omni-Man just because he's like a half blood.
That'd be cool. You know, that makes you wonder if they're going to do any. Because I talk about it often, but I wonder what they're really going to do with Jonathan and Superman. You know, and even with the TV show, like they've taken the kids to the fortress and had him tested and everything, and it doesn't look like their powers at the moment or are maturing like obviously like Clark's would, but they're blaming it on it being just half Kryptonian. But clearly, Jonathan has got a lot going on for him.
Yeah.
And it doesn't make much sense to give Superman a kid and have him grow up like he's going to be somebody and then just let him be like a half level version of him. He's got to be able to do something to kind of stand out.
Yeah, there's got to be something more interesting about him.
Yeah, we've been going for right at an hour. I think I'm going to try to
Yeah.
go and put these kids down. Started a little bit early today. I know you got some stuff to do coming up here soon.
Mm-hmm.
But I appreciate everyone for stopping by. Make sure to hit your LCSs tomorrow. Double check those shelves. There's a lot coming out. And next week's looking very, very, very promising as well. You see that? Lock and Key is merging with the Sandman universe and IDW DC crossover next week. That's the Jang variant. This is the one that I'm most hyped for next week. Is Zdarsky's limited series Spider-Man
that's not
Spider
your
Shadow.
two hot picks.
It's not, because I knew that Chris was going to pick it, so I intentionally went with my second pick, which was Superman number 30.
Yeah.
But this is my actual most excited for book. Just because I've been itching for some Spider-Man on my pull list. It's been so long since I've been able to read and enjoy Spider-Man. I say that, but I'm still picking this up. Up to issue like 9, I haven't enjoyed a single one yet, but I continue to pick it up.
See, I love how these like current writers are just like taking the things that we all asked as kids, like as a Spider-Man fan, who wasn't thinking like, what if he had not gotten rid of it, who would he become,
We're going to find
And I
out.
love how these writers are like asking those same basic questions and coming up with these stories that, I don't know, it sounds really interesting. I might read that one, who knows?
I would recommend it. Because I don't know if you read Spider-Man Life Story or not that he did, the miniseries. It was absolutely fantastic. But yeah, he's just a good writer. He's one of those kind of like Tom Taylor that I see he's writing something and I know I'm not going to be let down. I might not be overly hyped for it, but I'm sure it's a good, well-written story,
Yeah. I read issue 1 of Stillwater and then the Red Hood story. That's all of my Zdarsky experience. So
you don't read that in black and white, do you?
Nuh-uh.
Christensen. Most excited for Joker. Yeah, I was very, very impressed with that first issue. But yeah, they got issue 2 right there.
Yeah, I was impressed with it. Like, it's not super high up on my list, to be honest, but I'm excited
Solid
to see what
story.
like it's a solid book. I'm excited to see where it goes, but even Urban Legends ranked a little higher on my anticipation meter.
Chip's back. I love Stillwater.
Yeah, I don't know. See, I didn't get into Stillwater. Like, it starts with such a douchey character. His little redemption arc there did not win me over. I was like, you were still an asshole. Like, you deserved everything you got.
Well, guys, we're going to cut out of here so we can all get back to it. Still have a busy day today. I got to call my tax man back. He pocket dialed me.
Tax man.
Tax man. Yeah, I'm just now getting my taxes turned in today. Been busy and had to wait on a lot of paperwork to come in. But yeah, maybe that means I'll get my stimulus check back eventually since I finally have my taxes turned in. I'm still, I never got the $600 round ones, which they just include on your taxes if you never got it.
Oh yeah.
And there's 4 of us in this household. And then we never got the $1,400 ones because they're still trickling out. So there's a lot of a lot of money out there that I don't need any of it. I haven't been financially impacted by COVID because of mine and my wife's jobs both. We were able to keep working, but when you're still just sitting there waiting on something, no matter what it is, you're still waiting on something.
Yep.
I want to get that Jimmy Olsen 134 when it gets
Got your
here.
name on it, man. It's yours.
Yeah.
My money, and I want it now.
Yeah. All right, Jonathan, appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by, chick. Hey, Biggie, what? I'm sorry. I am so sorry. New World Order Comics. What is up? Formerly known as the Immortal Biggie Shack. We were just about to hop out of here, man. Thanks for stopping by all the same. Everybody, be sure to hit that thumbs up button on your way out. Be sure to subscribe. Creeping up on that 700 subscriber mark. We'll be announcing the giveaways for that, how to enter and how to win once we get there. But there's going to be a lot of cool stuff on there. I showed some of it today. But the real prizes have not been shown yet. The good ones will come later. But until next time, guys, as always, I'm Mark, but we are Legion.